now for 5 years, and so to me, you don't really need too many cents. You know, they maybe a set of new tires, maybe a wider white wall, maybe. Hey, I'm Justin Weisenberger with Shop Talk with 𝐏𝐥𝐞𝐚.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation.
Tell us about your car. What year is it?
1965 Chevy Impala,
Nice. It's a beautiful color. What color is that?
candy apple red.
You know, one of the things that I always don't like about videos is that the colors never just pop right out like they do in person, because in person this car is beautiful. You got the patterns in there, and it's just a beautiful looking car. So tell us about it. How long have you had it?
Had it for about 15 years.
Okay. What all have you done to it?
I painted it 2 different times. I've redone the engine. We redid the interior, put a sound system in. I redid the trunk. It's pretty. It's ready at the drop of a pedal. It's pretty fast.
And you cruise this thing too.
I cruise it as well.
Justin is one of the guys that come out on our Friday night cruises with us, and he's always in this car making everybody else look bad.
Oh, no, not making us all look good together.
There you go.
Yeah. We're one team, you know.
We are. So tell us about some of the cool features about the car that you like.
The cool features are the designs in the front. I like the designs. My buddy 𝐒𝐥𝐤𝐞𝐚 painted it.
Okay.
And so he did the designs on the front, and then in the back, and then they go all the way down the sides.
Does Jesse have Instagram or anything that you know of?
I believe he does have an Instagram.
Okay.
He's a very sociable person as well, so it made everything just run smoothly with the paint job. And when he presented the paint job and when he finished, it was just great. So that's probably the red is my favorite color, and the detail on it.
Yep. Nice. And you said you've done stuff in the trunk?
I've done stuff in the trunk as well. We did the trunk. Just got a new carpet kit in there, which my buddy 𝐿𝐥𝐞 did.
Oh, yeah.
So 𝐿𝐥𝐞 did the carpet kit in here.
That looks nice. Yeah, 𝐿𝐥𝐞 and his wife Sarah were on the channel on Shop Talk a couple months back.
And they're another good set of friends that we all have together.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're all one, you know.
Yep. That looks really cool. I like that a lot.
So then there's airbags behind here,
Okay.
which are kind of hidden. There's 2 pumps back there, and it just works the front and back. So I can cruise it just smoothly.
Yeah. No, it's pretty rad. That looks really clean.
Rad it is.
Then what are some of the upgrades what else have you done?
So we did all the interior. We also did the engine. The engine's probably another one of my favorites. My buddy 𝐒𝐥𝐿𝐢
Dang.
pretty much did it all, and then we had to kind of customize it at a couple different places to get it kind of where it needed to be.
Yep.
My friends at 𝐼𝐸 Garage, they were here local, and also my buddy Marl, he helped me kind of get it set up a little bit and in tune. So when we painted it, we painted the whole thing. We painted, try to get it all, everything together as one.
So what are some of the upgrades that you're going to do to it now?
I like to maybe switch out some different wheels on it.
Okay.
Do some maybe different wheels.
What are you thinking as far as wheels go?
I like to stick with either 13s or 14s. These are 14s on here now. I don't like it any lower because I like to cruise and I like to ride smooth. So these are my buddy Chris said he might have some Luxors for sale.
Oh,
or
nice.
Just some different rims. But I've had these for 5 years, and so to me, you don't really need too many cents. You know, they maybe a set of new tires, maybe a wider white wall, maybe.
Looks clean.
me and Oaks, like I said, we're fixing the airbags, so they run a little faster as well.
Yeah.
And so we're actually putting some new bags in there too.
Heck yeah. No, I dig it. I love this car. I've always loved your car.
Yeah, like I said, I've had it for 15 years, and so this is my new addiction. You know, so going from being sober, this is what you spend your money on now.
Yeah, yeah. It's a much better way to spend money.
Much better way to spend money.
No, this car's rad. I love it. So what got you into cars?
I've had a lowrider since I've been in high school, or since I was in high school, since I was about 16.
Okay.
And I've always liked the different styles. The groups of people have always been the same to me, so they've always been friendly.
Yep.
And so the characteristics have never changed. It's always brought people together. And even in high school, the people with lowriders, they're the ones we always associated with. I mean, because that's the culture I liked.
Yep.
And so I've had a lowrider since I was 16. I was actually a sophomore in high school at a Catholic high school.
Oh, dang.
So
I bet you're popular with the ladies.
Not too much popular. just the school. You mean I was more popular with the dean of students.
I hear you. So what all kind of cars have you had?
I've had a 72 T-Bird. That's what I had in high school.
Oh, that'd be rad.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite cars.
Yeah.
It was real smooth. It was long and big.
Yep.
And it was just comfortable. And then I've had a 86 Regal. I had that with some switches, so I had a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a 1970 Cutlass. That was a pretty cool one. It was a 4-door. All these cars I bought local. And I think I just had those 4. To be honest with you. Not a lot of cars.
Yeah.
But they've been a lot of fun. Every car I've had.
Oh yeah.
There's something different to do with them.
So what would you say is your very favorite car that you've had?
Probably the 65 now, the Chevy.
Yeah.
Just because this is what I spend all my time doing the work with, and so I've kind of built it for a little bit longer.
Yeah. And built it. I mean, you know, as you grow up, at least for me, it's been like some of my very first cars weren't as cool as I wanted them to be, but they're all, it's what I had, you know, as far as money goes to put into them.
Sure.
And then the older I get, the more financially stable and secure I get, the better my cars seem to get.
Sure.
Unless someone rear ends you in it, and then it ruins that.
And then you can't go after them, you just gotta let it be.
Yeah, you just have to let it be. So when you got into cars, did a family member get you into cars, or you just loved the culture and the cars and you got into it on your own?
Basically got onto it on my own.
Okay.
I just like the culture and all my friends, it seemed like, not everybody had one, but a few of them had one.
Yeah.
And so I liked, again, the group.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I get that. And how old are you now?
45.
45. So, I mean, is this all you do for fun? Do you have any other hobbies or anything else you do?
My main hobbies are basically, you know, cruising the car, hanging out with a group of guys.
Yeah.
You know, just the friends. I also like to camp, so I like to be outdoors as often as I can.
Yep.
I don't like to be stuck in the house.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times we don't get to go out cruising because we're out camping, or ATVing or boating.
Yep.
And so it eliminates a lot of the time, but when we get together with our friends in the cars, the community is where it's at.
Mm-hmm. You know, and it kind of does suck for us car guys that like to go outdoors and camp, because summer's when everybody wants to do both.
Yes.
And then you're stuck picking and choosing between what you're going to do that weekend.
Right.
And then once you do it, you feel you missed out on something else.
Right. There's always something.
Yeah, there's always something going on. So you're not in a club, you're a solo rider, right?
I'm actually in a club now.
Oh, what are you in?
I actually joined Respect Car Club.
Oh, those are a bunch of good dudes.
Yeah, a bunch of good dudes.
Yeah, I like those guys.
They're a small group again.
Yep.
All of them are, again,
Yep.
they're all sociable, and they're all one of a kind, just like the rest of the car guys.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, no, I can't say there's not one good dude in that club.
Right.
Matter of fact, Big Ray and I have been friends for quite a while.
Yeah, Ray's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
And that's another reason I joined the club. It's the people who are in the clubs that make a difference.
Yep.
And so I've known Ray since I was about 17 as well, since I've been in high school.
Oh, dang.
I've known Ray a long time.
Ray gets around.
Ray gets around.
A lot of people seem to know Ray.
Yeah. Again, it comes out to the good people. A lot of us know the good people.
Yep.
And so we try to keep us all around.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've eaten. I mean, there's quite a bit of clubs out there, but I love it that we all get along.
Right.
You know, we all hang out, we all go to cruises together, and we see each other at car shows, and, you know, we just have a good time.
Right.
So I always really dig that about our local car community,
Right.
of all the cool things we get to do. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about,
Okay.
I want to talk about Nick and
Okay.
Team Nick.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
So tell me about your son.
So Nick would have been 25 this year.
Okay.
He actually turned 24, or actually I'm a little bit behind. Nick was born with a tumor in his brainstem, so he couldn't walk or talk. He's basically fed through a G tube. You know, and all these years you get to know him, and you kind of get used to, you know, what he wants and what he needs, and you know, to me it became normal. Well, Nick recently passed away here in October of this last year.
Yep.
And so my life has actually changed a lot, you know, because he was somebody I took care of.
Yep.
He was my everyday. He's why I was home all the time. I mean, he's why I started my own business, 𝐿𝐻𝐻𝐻.
Yep.
He's why I worked part-time so we can be home to take care of him. Why we had to get a flat home, so everything was catered to him. And you know, he had a smile that could last, that could go forever.
He did.
And so
Yep.
I noticed that his love that he had for not only me, his mom, the people that we were around, the friends and family, was the reason I woke up every day, is because I wanted that again. Because every time he'd wake up, he'd be the same way.
Yeah.
So you know, I had a lot to learn, and I learned it from him.
You know, and it's awesome and rad to me that you have people that are born with something like that, but have such a love and a smile and are just happy to stink and be here and alive. And then you get some of us that at points and times in our lives we've just taken it for granted.
Sure.
You know? And it's really humbling to have someone in your life like Nick, and to also for someone outside the family to be able to meet Nick. And he was just, like you said, he just had a rad smile that warms your heart.
Right.
And it was important. I really wanted to talk about it because he was just a rad kid, you know, and there's a lot to be learned from him still.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, tell us about your business.
The business, I started because of Nick. It allowed me to kind of be with him more openly in my hours. I can make my own hours.
Yeah.
And so I do a hauling company and do a little bit of landscaping. So it's just a small business. Me and the wife started. You know, I try to do local. I try to keep it reasonable for everybody.
Yep.
You know, again, it's the wise choice. I go out there and do a good job. You know, try to make a difference for the community.
Where can people find your business at?
Facebook a lot of time is where I'm the only place I'm really at right now.
Okay.
I don't really have too many different places I'm at.
Yeah.
It's just basically word of mouth.
Okay. Well, I know we tell people about you for all the, I mean, you've done a lot of work for us, so we tell people to go use you all the time.
Sure, right. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's no problem at all. So let me ask you this. You're 45.
Right.
At this point in your life, what would you go back and tell your 9-year-old self?
To make sure that I change the world, one day at a time.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, because I've been sober. This is my 21st year sober, so I've been clean and sober 21 years. I was addicted to meth and crack cocaine, so
yeah.
This is why my life has changed. It changed because of Nick.
Yep.
I was able to make a difference and be a better person because of Nick, and because I knew that change is the best for everybody. Change is where it's at.
It is.
And I can't say that more and be more humbled about it. But I'll just say, if I go back and tell myself, 9 years old, it just keep on doing this, you know, again, and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you really can't change yourself. We are who we are. You know? It's important. Again, it's important.
No, it really is. And I mean, you know, it's the old saying, if you didn't do all the things you've done in your life, you wouldn't be where you're at right now.
Right.
And if you're at a good spot, then that's you know, the things you've been through and the stuff you've learned isn't a bad thing.
Right, not a bad thing at all.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I know me, and I know that I had to learn things the hard way. I don't want to, but so for some reason I do.
Right, learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hard way seems to be the way I learn, unfortunately.
And the hard way sometimes ain't always the hardest way. It's good for us.
It's true.
It shapes us into great people.
That is very, very true.
You know, they think because I went to a Catholic school, I'm this saint. I'm not no saint. I mean,
Yeah.
I was still in trouble in high school as well. But I just knew that I didn't want to. I couldn't live a life of. It's not disappointment, but I don't want to. I want to be something different. You know.
Yeah.
So I want to. We can always grow. You know. We can't be. We don't always have to be stuck in the same shoes we're in. We can always change.
Well, and that's to me, that's a big deal, to be able to know that no matter how you screwed up or what you did, that there's always chances for growth and chances to be a better person, you know?
Right.
Because I mean, I haven't been a saint my whole life, and I've done things that I wish I didn't do, but I'm grateful that I was able to learn from them, and with learning, it means, you know, not repeating and growing from the situation.
Right. I haven't stepped back. I've been sober 21 years straight.
Yeah.
I haven't fell back once.
I love
And
that.
So that's my go-to. I mean, Nick was a lot of reason. Again, that was my go-to.
Yeah.
Why to stay sober.
Yep.
But now that he's passed on, he's still something I'm going to look up to. I mean,
Yeah.
he's still a reason that I got to stay clean. I mean,
Yeah.
he's why I got clean. So why not stay clean?
Yeah. No, that's the truth. That is the honest truth, and that I love that. That's so rad. So, with someone struggling with addiction right now that might be watching this, what's some advice that you could have for them from someone that's done it and been sober 21 years?
You can do it. You can change if you want to. You know, you don't necessarily have to change the people that are in your circle. Just all you got to do is really say no at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's your choice how we wake up and what we do during the day. You know, I know for a fact if I can do it, you can do it. I mean, I was addicted right after high school from 18 to 23, and you know, and I knew I couldn't be addicted all these years.
Yeah.
You know, and so I knew that if we want to change, the best thing to do is, I didn't get advice. I just kind of learned from what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And so I knew that if people need it, they got to get it.
Well, and I like what you said, because for me, thinking about addiction, people that are addicted to something, it doesn't matter what it is,
Right.
always think, oh, I can't do it.
Right.
I'm addicted. No, you can do
Yeah,
it.
you can do it.
You can do it.
Right.
And like you said, if you can do it, anybody can do it, and that's the truth, because you're no different than them,
Right.
and they're no different than you, and they're no different than me, or you know, whatever.
Right.
If you want to do it and you want to stop, you can.
That's correct.
And there's help out there. There's people out there. I mean, there's everything.
Sure. Your friends are the circle that you have, that you surround yourself with, the people that are going to be there for you in the very end as well.
Yep.
And so those are the ones that you can ask for help. You may not want to hear it because they're the ones that give you the advice all the time.
Yep.
But that advice does help.
Well, or they're the ones that do the tough love.
Right. We're the ones that are telling you because we're the ones that are around you
Yep.
every day. We don't do it to break you down. We do it to build you back up.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what we're here for. You know, we're here to help out and to love you and to build you back up. No, I like that a lot. I think that's some good advice for people. And there's so many people that are addicted to all different kinds of things. And it can help anybody.
Right.
You know?
And again, we're strength in numbers.
Yep.
You know, we're as numbers, we're not just numbers, we're humans, and we're great people. So
Yep.
people can reach out any way they want. You know, we're all connected in one way or another.
Well, that was Ray. Was that Ray? Who was
No,
that?
That was a low life.
Oh, Low Life.
Yeah, low life. His wife, I think.
which he was also on the channel in our shop talks.
Yeah. Another good group of guys.
Oh yeah,
You know.
without a doubt.
Yeah. Again, these groups ain't hard to find. You just got to. If you want to find them, you can find them.
Yo, easy. Yeah. Matter of fact, you could just stand right there and wait on a Friday night,
Yeah.
and these groups are gonna drive by and you
Yeah.
can talk to them.
Yeah.
Huh. So with your 45 years too, if someone was wanting to get into low riding, how would you direct them to start?
Just continue to work hard for it. Continue to want it, because if you want it, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
You know, and every dream is possible. You wake up the same day, you want to do something different. You can be anything you want to be, and you can have anything you want to have.
Yeah.
Again, it comes down to basically a choice. You know?
Every day you wake up, that is true. That day starts with a choice.
Right.
Good day or bad day.
Right. Choose wisely.
That's coming from good advice too.
Yeah.
Choose wisely.
Yeah, choose wisely and make the wise choice.
Yep. Well, let me ask you this. So, one of the things that I love to ask people on the channel, what makes you happy?
Friends and family. You know, friends and family are, you know, the most important thing to have again.
Yep.
Is the people that you surround yourself with. If you have good people around you, your day should run smoothly. If you do have negative energy around you, you can have a bad day all around. And,
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot to work on myself, but I know at the same time I'm still growing at 45 years old. I can only get better.
Yep.
I can't sink. You know, there's no swimming. There's only one way up.
Amen.
So
That's the truth too.
yeah.
So this is the part of Shop Talk where we're getting close to the end.
Okay.
And this is where I roll out the red carpet for you. You can talk about or bring up anything you want, stuff you're doing, things you want people to know, advice you might have. This is all you now.
Right. I think the only advice I have, you know, is always be a better person than you were the day before. You know, again, we're only human, and we can only make a difference. We can only shine, and we can shine together. You know, I want to make wherever I live at a better place. The people I'm around, I want to make them, they're already good, so the only thing we can do is make each other better.
Amen.
That's the only thing I feel, you know.
Yeah.
We're all walking the red carpet together.
We are. Now, where can people find you if they want to get a hold of you?
A lot of times I'm just on Facebook, you
Okay.
know, Justin Weisenberger. I always post something positive every day, because again, you know, it's where it's at, you know.
Yep.
A good line every day, good smile, good hug for people.
Yep.
Can help you out a long ways. And so Facebook's where I'm at usually. So, or like again, our friends know where to find us at.
Amen. Well, with that being said, I just wanted to thank everybody for watching our Shop Talk videos. Thank you for the support you've given us. Keep watching. If you want to be a paid subscriber, you know how to do that. But with that being said, I'm Byron. This is my man, Justin.
Yeah.
This is Shop Talk with 𝐏𝐷iamondleather. Have a rad week, everybody.